What's up, guys? We are back here, day one, end of day one of Fresh Start. I think it's 7.0 is this version number. So let's just do a quick recap of some of the changes that we discovered. We are on an alt here. This is just the Cactus Farmer alt. So our main is around level 37. They have streamlined the EXP and leveling experience. EXP is a lot easier to get. They added some new quests. And yeah. A lot of people can get to level 50 in a few hours, only about probably 3 hours, I'd say, of just quest grinding, doing all of the green quests and all of the blue salt brotherhood quests. You also have some like tutorial quests, which are just upgrading your gear essentially. So those quests are really nice. They give nice bonuses of EXP, and then they also give some additional items like labor and things like that. So overall, definitely a lot nicer, and the fact that they gave out this beautiful horse, this beautiful 3-day, mount that is very fast, has great abilities. This is speeding up the leveling process for sure. We could have gotten to 50 easy, but we like to make money and farm items. So we weren't aiming for 50. We'll get there tomorrow with the main account. But yeah, we were looking for cactuses, and as you can see, we are still finding cactuses. The cactus price has gone down significantly. It is now around 34 silver. If you look at the history for today, lots of cactuses were sold. Some sold at that 5 gold mark almost, and then down to 155. Yeah, and some of those were my cactuses that were sold. So we ended up making around 200 gold today with the cactus sales mainly. Also, lilies were very popular as always in Fresh Starts for the first few hours, selling some lilies as high as like 50 silver, I think it was. So overall, made a good amount of money, but as you can see, cactus prices are decreasing. Yeah, you may be wondering why we're still farming cactuses when they are a lot cheaper. Well, the reason is that I think the prices of the cactus are going to go back up. Historically, the prices of cactus have gone up once the cactus farmers have stopped farming cactus. Because realistically, all the cactus comes from the wild. People don't grow cactus themselves because it costs vocation badges to get the cactus seed. So this supply is all from wild random generated spawns. And yeah, you just want to hold on to it. So right now, I wouldn't be actually selling any cactus. I'm going to actually be hoarding the cactus and then letting it grow up in price because there's quite a few up for sale. So that is the plan for the cactus. Now, let's talk about some other items and some changes. The labor has been changed somewhat significantly, it looks like. So if we look down here, you can have a max now of 10,000 labor points. You have a offline labor pool, which can get up to 5,000, and then you have an online labor pool, which can get to 5,000 as well. So this is a nice change. Like, this is cool. They use your offline labor points first. So you can have, again, a total of 10,000 labor points, and yeah. It's just a nice, better feature of this labor regeneration. And you don't necessarily have to worry about logging it every single day, because you can log, I think it's 2480 is if you're offline. So you can essentially be offline for 2 full days, and then you will cap out your labor, your offline labor, if you are at 0. So that's a good change right there as well. Again, the leveling is easier as well. A nice change there. Make sure that you get this mount and the other special gifts. They are in the marketplace. Click on the marketplace tab, go over to gifts, and go ahead and get all your free gifts. So you get a 3-day umbrella, 3-day mount, and then you get this sun glow. So a nice Luna gem there. But the biggest change is the new skill tree, the new class, and some people had some difficulty getting it. It was delayed for a few hours in the mailboxes and things. Some website issues, so we haven't really tested the new skill tree out. It does look like it's a kind of like an AoE farming skill tree. The tooltips do say that it does attack like multiple targets. It's like 5 different people. It's like 8 different people. It does look like it's kind of like a shotgun style where it has radius attacks and things like that. So it's going to be something interesting to cool to check out. Kind of another skill tree for archer / range type fighters. And yeah, we'll see how that one goes. And other than that, those are all the major skill or major changes that I've seen so far in the game. Again, this is only about 12 hours into the launch of the server. So there's, of course, a lot of different things that have changed as well. Skills have changed over the course of the months and the patches. And yeah, we're going to just check out different things like that. I read something about like a new arena, like a free-for-all battle royale style arena. That could be pretty cool. One of the things too I want to touch about is like, should you play on this fresh start server, 7.0 or 7.5, whatever version this is? I think the answer is yes. There's tons and tons of players on this server. A lot of people have come back for this. So if you look at faction chat, and if you join the same one, so we're East as always, we've noticed probably like 10 famous, players from older fresh start servers. So like lots and lots of players have come back. Today we've actually got into a Crimson Rift. It was like double full. There was 2 full raids, co-raids. So over, what is that? 100 people, I think it is. 25, is it 25 or 50? Either 100 people or 200 people on day 1 that were in this Crimson Rift. And it does help that you have the horse here that lets you level faster, move around the world a lot quicker. And then also the leveling is easier. So people just crushed it, and Crimson Rift happened like right away. Like literally within like a few hours of the game launching, there was a Crimson Rift that was not a troll, that people were actually doing it. And then we also had some world boss farming going on already. So everything is kind of sped up a good amount too. Like this, it feels good. If you're a new player and you want to check out Archeage, I do recommend trying Archeage Unchained, but make sure that you get in a guild and also take it slow, because you're going to want to read things and you're going to want to understand things, and you're going to want to ask questions, because there's so much in Archeage. So much to do in Archeage. And the game is huge, and a lot of people are just rushing towards endgame because the new content is there and they want to be powerful and rich. So, in-game, should you rush to in-game? Most likely, yes. Especially there's nothing really exciting in the early levels. In-game, you have a lot of different content. You have arenas, you have open world PvP, new zones. You also are going to be making more money in-game. They also do have better coin purses, from what I understand. So the coin purse farming is better. Like, you're going to get more silver per labor spent. You also have the options to farm in like Diamond Shores and Reedwind for silver crates, which are just drops out of mobs, and they drop a silver crate, which then is tradable, and then you can sell that for gold. So that's just free money that you can farm out in the wild just by farming. So silver crates are a great source of money. You can see they're selling for a little bit less than 4 because no one's actually bought any because there's no silver keys yet. The other thing that you want to get to endgame is there's new stuff. And of course with new stuff there's going to be new ways to make money. So checking out some of the new content is going to be a very important thing. Another thing too is that there's also the moles. Where are they? Moles, I believe, are here. Eastern Haram Mountains, I believe it is. Eastern or Western Haram, I'm not sure which one it is. But the mole farming. So moles drop the mole crates. They're kind of like semi-rare mobs up in the area here, and you have a chance to get, I think, keys out of there, and essentially you make a lot of money for farming these moles. So, yeah, the moles are kind of in-game content that I never actually covered because I was not really big on fighting over mobs, because it is a PvP zone, so you do get a lot of conflict up there, and yeah, it's not really my thing. I like PvE safe stuff. And yeah, don't require actually fighting with other people for stuff. But let's talk about items that you may want to grow for tomorrow and the next day, and what's going to be hot. So going on the trends here, we have bananas. Bananas are going to be really popular because they are used for the scarecrow, unless they've changed that. So bananas will be a really good thing to farm. And you can see they're already about up on the auction house. There's a little bit there for 99 silver. And you have a couple of people that are actually selling. So at the high, there was 5 gold there too. So yeah, bananas are going to have some nice value. Bamboo also will have some nice value. About a gold right now for bamboo. And they are actually selling at this price. And you can see a lot have been selling. So I believe the bamboo is used for the fishing rod. You can get a free fishing rod by making sure you've collected I think it's the glider and then the rowboat quest. And then you can get a free fishing rod for doing another part of the chain there, I believe. You have to just check things out. And just, like I said, if you take things slow and you grab all the quests around, you'll get a lot of free stuff. So you don't need to use this bamboo to buy or to create those fishing rods. Another item that is really, really valuable early on is wool. And I'm not 100% certain on why this is valuable anymore. But you can see it's selling for about 60 silver, 60 to 70 silver roughly. And the thing is with wool is you get a lot of it by farming sheep. And so when you farm the sheep, they're out in the wild. Like, you're not going to be able to grow your own sheep right now. It's going to be very, very hard. You need vocation badges to get the sheep, I think. So, like, you're going to be finding wild sheep, and you're going to be harvesting them. And the thing is, there's a lot of wild animals in the world. And this is one of the problems with Archeage, is there's too much wild stuff. So you want to farm wild sheep, you want to farm wild turkeys, you want to farm wild cows. These things are all very, very valuable because they are free out in the wild, and you can just, skin them, kill them, and grab pelts, which pelts are very, very expensive as well. You can see here 70 silver. Only 4 have been sold, but just overall pelts are very, very expensive. So wool, pelts, even cotton. Cotton is a very, very valuable item that you're going to want to farm. You can see we actually have some cotton for sale here. We've sold quite a bit at around this price here. And cotton is something that's cool because in the wild, it only takes 1 labor point and you get like 10 cotton per pole. So if you sell them for around 10 silver each, for example, that means every time you grab a cotton, you're making 1 gold. That adds up really quick because there's a lot of cotton piles out in the wild. You can also plant these yourself. I think these are only a couple silver to buy the seeds, so you can actually grow these, plant a wild farm, and make those happen. Logs aren't very popular right now. Wow, there's actually no logs for sale. Interesting. So logs are not selling right now, and this is part of the reason why there's none for sale. People don't really need logs right now. They will start to use logs slowly but surely, but the price is going to be pretty low. Thunderstruck trees are where all the massive money is. If you can get a Thunderstruck tree, and yeah, if you can get a Thunderstruck tree right now, you can probably make 500, 1,000 gold off a Thunderstruck tree. I don't think we've seen one on the auction house yet. It doesn't show history because we can't see, we can't click on anything. So yeah, a Thunderstruck tree is very, very valuable. Obviously, you're going to take that RNG chance with trees. You might find it in the wild, though. You can find wild Thunderstruck trees. Definitely keep your eyes open for that. That's about it for all the things that are going to be really, really popular for the next couple of days. In my opinion, there might be some things that I'm missing on, but as always, post them down in the comments section. Love to hear from you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching as always, and good night.